Urban planning shapes our built environment. While the urban grid provides universality and structure, modern development disrupts the flow of these networks. Architectural theorist Albert Pope criticises this trend, arguing that fragmented developments undermine the ideals of urban livability. Pope advocates for adaptable, integrated urban grids, balancing functionality, connectivity, and resilience. The town of Port Fairy, Victoria, retains its historic grid, however, housing demand and climate risk necessitates adaptation. Through the application of Pope's theoretical framework, this analysis examines how Port Fairy can adjust while preserving its character. Albert Pope examines urban development patterns, particularly grid layouts and city planning. Pope developed the concept of the ladder, replacing grids with dysfunctional linear thoroughfares. Pope's theories emphasise the importance of coherent navigation and integrated public spaces that address contemporary challenges such as climate change and housing demand. Pope does not advocate for a return to the classical grid either. In his essay on the mimesis of nature networks, tools and ecological thought 2018, he calls for a reimagined approach, retaining the benefits of connectivity while addressing sustainability. Rather than relying on fixed grid patterns, Pope encourages planners to develop environments that restore connectivity while accommodating the evolving needs of modern cities. Port Fairy is my hometown. Established in the early 19th century, the town retains much of its historic layout. As the town slowly expands, arterial roads conform to the original grid, ensuring ease of movement, while social landmarks such as the numerous pubs reflect the culture of its Irish settlers. By the 1880s, there were 20 pubs open in the town centre at one time, with a population of only 1,700. Note that in the map Town of Port Fairy, Coast Survey number 37, the Merry Jig Inn predates the town grid. Port Fairy faces challenges that test the resilience of its traditional urban form. Rising sea levels and coastal erosion threatens future development, while an ageing non-local population raises concerns about the town's long-term sustainability. Sustainability is central to Pope's theories, and Port Fairy's response to erosion, flooding, and environmental protections reflects his values. However, Pope's principles suggest prioritising higher density over sprawling, car-dependent enclaves. Pope would argue that incremental infill development within the existing fabric is preferable to unchecked suburban expansion. While Port Fairy has resisted fragmentation, it must address sustainability in housing. Future planning ought to extend its historic grid, prioritise density over sprawl, and incorporate climate-conscious strategies. By integrating Pope's principles, Port Fairy may grow responsibly while safeguarding its character. And this is my reference list. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.